my pineapple, yeah. She's sour. She's so sweet.
Hey everybody, it's Amy here from Three Girls in a Kiln, and in this tutorial you're going to learn how to make a slab on a mold. So if you want to make like a tray or a dish, I'm going to be showing you the step-by-step process of how we roll out our slabs on a slab maker, and then how we put them onto some pottery forms to get the shapes. I'm also going to show you how to make your own form if you don't have the resources to be purchasing molds or forms, and how we make those out of cardboard, and then how we make the shape out of that. So stay tuned for some really great intel on how to make a ceramic form from a slab.
Earthenware clay. We get our clay from Laguna. It's a medium body with very little grog. I'm going to cut the clay into a nice slab to put into the slab roller.
So this is on each side of the slab roller, it's going to show you the diameter. And so I've set the diameter to 5/8, and eventually we're going to get down to 1/4.
My pineapple consistently. I eat religiously. I need my sweetness instantly.
So here in the slab roller, we are just slowly bringing it down to the thinness that we want by constantly rolling it back and forth and adjusting the size to go at 1/4 of an inch down.
She might be everything I need, but she's so sour, yeah. But she's so sour. If only she was just as sweet, but she's too sour.
Now we're going to compress the clay down. It's really important after it comes off the roller to compress the clay to get a nice smooth surface to put the transfer on. You want to do this on both sides of the slab. My most favorite transfers to use are by Elan transfers. I believe that they have some of the prettier designs and their colors come out nice and bright. You can see we have a variety of designs here that you can find on their website, and I like to use these underglaze transfers so I don't have to draw out all the designs all the time. Once you have the design down onto your compressed slab, you'll then use a damp sponge to push the transfer into the wet clay. I'm using a sponge with a bit of water, not too much water, just enough, and when it's dry and ready to peel back, you can see that the image is transferred from the transfer to the clay body. I really love this cactus pattern.
She got an attitude. I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with
Pottery forms, we get these from Bisque Imports. I believe that they make really lovely forms, perfect size for a ring dish. So here I am cutting out the wet slab to fit it around the form. I want to work with gentle hands to ensure that I don't press too hard onto the form, but I'm going to get a nice even spread onto the form. Then I cut off the excess clay, and I slowly but surely go around the form, cutting off any excess clay to ensure I don't have any overhang.
I guess she's all I'm after. Yeah, take a slice and look inside. You see the sweet, the nice, the harmless vice, the cold as ice. I need my pineapple consistently. I eat religiously. I need my sweetness instantly. And every time that she's around, she's sweet. I'm silent, then she's sour.
Now that the clay is set around the form, I flip the form over and I'm taking off any excess clay around the nice shape of the form before I set it to let it get a bit leather hard. Some time has passed and I have allowed the clay to get a bit leather hard around the form so that I can clean up the edges without disrupting the shape of the form. I'm using a X-Acto knife to just make sure that I get that nice fine detail.
Yeah, she's too sour. She got an attitude. I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods. I need another double.
I then stamp it with our Three Girls in a Kiln stamp straight into the clay to make sure that we have our branding on all of our pieces. clay is now leather hard enough to pull the form off of the clay, and I can start to clean up the edges. But I don't want to clean it up too much because I don't want to disrupt the transfer that we've put onto the clay.
I guess she's all I'm after.
And into the kiln they go. Now that our piece is out of the kiln, I'm going to be adding a bit of watercolor to this pattern. I find that it will help make the cactus pop with a bit of color. So using our glaze, I water it down. I find that if the glaze is too thick, it actually will cover up the transfer, where I just want to almost color it in like a coloring book. So I have watered down the glaze to get a nice transparent color.
Another double, she got an attitude. I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods. I guess she's all I'm after. My little girl got a sour side, but you know I'm a sucker for some sweetness. Every weekend pulls you in, she knows your weakness. I tell her she's my princess, she just wants to be queen. I call her pineapple and she says, what do you mean? She got an attitude. I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods. I need another double. She got an attitude. I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods. I guess she's all I'm after. Yeah, take a slice and look inside. You see the sweet, the nice, the harmless vice, the cold as ice. I need my pineapple consistently. I eat religiously. I need my sweetness instantly. And every time that she's around, she's sweet. I'm signing this. She's sour. Just wait an hour, my little flower. And every time that she's around, she's sweet. I'm signing this. She's sour. Just wait an hour, my little flower. She might be everything I need, but she's so sour, yeah. But she's so sour. If only she was just as sweet, but she's too sour, yeah. Yeah, she's too sour. She got an attitude. I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour.
Okay, while we have these lovely pottery forms from GR Pottery Forms, the client was asking for a deeper walled vessel. So whereas this vessel gets me this diameter of walls, they wanted more of a deeper vessel. So I had to make a form out of cardboard, which I essentially made from this form, but I made the walls a bit deeper. So I just cut cardboard at an angle to fit the shape, and then I laid the clay over this form to get a deeper wall. Now I used hot glue, but then I had to go through and I actually melted it down with a Dremel to get it nice and smooth, because that's what the clay is going to be touching. Okay, so now we finished our dish. We saw it from slab to transfer down into the mold from our GR forms. We cut it off, we dried it out, we fired it once, glazed it, which was really fun, and we fired it again, and now we can see these really awesome colors. I used a light watercolor as I was putting it onto the glaze, onto the clay, and then now it's been clear, glazed, and refired again. And now we have these really cute dishes. And so that's kind of the fun thing about slab, is that if you have multiple molds, you can make multiple things from them and using the same slab. Now that we've glazed it, it's food safe, and we're ready to put food, nuts, you know, or you can put your rings in it. So nice. For more fun videos from Three Girls in a Kiln, check out our YouTube channel, check out our Instagram at 3 Girls in a Kiln, or our Facebook, which is facebook.com/3girlsinakiln. We'll see you guys later. Bye.